So I think what I found easy is defending other people. I've always found that easy. I've always had a very clear what's right and what's wrong, and I've always found it difficult to defend myself. So I was bullied at school, and I guess learning how to defend myself and remove that self-doubt, yet be curious and open. So I think what I've found is that actually I can hold my corner. Not every nurse shouts at me, but everyone except for one person has been a nurse that has shouted at me.
Right.
So in Bangor, I had a lady who was saying that her son had just died, and it's people like me that have caused her son to die. But for all the nurses, so what I found is it's been critical care, intensive care, COVID ward nurses who have screamed at me, shouted at me, told me that, you know, I'm a disgrace to my profession, that they all ridicule me in the staff room, and I don't know what I'm talking about. And when I ask if we can engage in conversation, they continue just to scream the same thing at me. When I ask, you know, if we can engage in conversation, or that I'm just asking questions or just trying to encourage debate, there's nothing. There's just continued shout anger and projecting it onto me. And yeah, there are thousands of nurses that have reached out to me, and although I haven't, because I'm fine, like I really am fine, you know, I'm really happy with my husband, and I know that a lot of people are finding it difficult to even have conversations with loved ones. I'm not being bullied or coerced, or there's not a threat of my job loss. And the reason why I'm walking is because of the thousands of nurses that have reached out to me that have got children and are in a different position than me, and they're the ones that I'm walking for. You know, there's so many lies, and I think distrust with family members and services. You know, the police, I didn't see any trouble yesterday because we left early, but you know, I'm so confused by what I see with the police, where they're attacking peaceful people. So yeah, I think that there's lots of distrust now, in all different levels, and people don't know where to go. And people don't know what's true, what isn't, what's fake news, what's misinformation. I think that children will unite us, and I don't think that's wishful thinking. So you could argue that only a certain person approaches me with a certain view, but no one that I speak to on the street says they want their children vaccinated or they want their grandchildren vaccinated. Whether or not they have had it or not had it, everyone who is speaking to me is saying not the children. And I think from a message point of view, because when you go to the protests, there's so many different messages. I think with the children, that will unite us, and I think we can all agree, whatever our personal goals are. And you know, my message is a different message to somebody else. I'm just as bad, but I think with the children, we can all unite with that. And my commitment of the cities is almost coming to an end now. And then after that, for me, it's all about helping people make connections, and also about the children.